Hello everyone. So who are we? My name is Simon. I'm here with Anouk.
Yes.
Started about 5 or 6 years ago with the European Time Machine movement. In the Utrecht Time Machine we do things a little bit differently. So many time machines, they take a very research focused approach. We also do a lot of research, but we also take an educational approach to this. So we involve students in creating innovative prototypes. That's sort of how the Living Past Exploring Futures course was born. We do not do this alone, fortunately. There's one at the very top, which is ELTE, that is not local to Utrecht at all, which is in fact a university in Budapest. And I'm very excited to share with you today that while we are doing the 9th iteration here in Utrecht, this is the very first moment in Living Past history that there's a parallel project going on in Budapest at ELTE. So the very first iteration of Living Past abroad. So if I could welcome to the stage Daniel and Alexandra for a brief moment. What made you really excited to start this course in Budapest?
Hi, I'm Alexandra and I'm an archaeologist. My answer would be it was really great interest, and it was a brave new thematic topic, and it was really great to be in a cooperation with your university and to learn how the challenge-based learning is in progress and how it works in real time.
My name is Daniel Veres. We are teaching at the same faculty with Alexandra. I would emphasize the pan-European character of this course. Notwithstanding the troubles of our century, we can have now a joint hybrid course together with the UU, and Dutch students and Hungarian students can have a joint European course.
Is Jan here? To the Charm EU Alliance for making this possible, because that's really what sparked this initial collaboration as well. So we are very grateful. We learned a lot. It's not easy to collaborate across borders, also with hybrid teaching, but I think we did very well, and I'm very excited to also continue this in next years.
Yes.
So you might be wondering at this point, you know that there's a course, it's being hosted in Utrecht and Budapest, but we didn't really tell a lot about what the course is actually about. So what is the course philosophy and background? And the idea is that students develop and design an innovative media product for the city or province of Utrecht in our case, that conveys historical data and future possibilities to a chosen audience. Very long sentence, sounds very vague. While the setup is vague intentionally to keep a lot of room for experimentation and autonomy, the results are very far from vague. They are very concrete products. But this year we did something completely different, because we do like to change things up to everyone once in a while. We focused on a shared theme. That's also because of the new collaboration with ELTE. So instead of focusing just on a place in Utrecht, we focused on a common theme, which was Beyond the Walls this time. So all the projects you will see there today interpret this theme in their own way. The course philosophy then is typically summarized by 4 main keywords. We can briefly go over each one of them, and we should move on to the fun part, I think. And that is the student presentations.
All right. Thank you all for joining us. No time for the big reveal, careful. This is our relax maxing machine, which is basically a, you could call it a gacha machine, or a maybe like a chewing gum machine, which puts out, when you press the button, something comes out, and inside there is something that might help relieve students of stress. That was our main goal.
Wellbeing Week is an organization that's based within the EU itself, that's focused on managing student stress, but also students' mental well-being itself. And we talked with them about how we could make an interactive project.
Who would like to try? So, what you do is you press the button, very simple, and something falls out, and you can take it, and please open it. So every capsule will have a prompt.
Still feel stressed? Take a look at our website.
Okay,
That's the back
so
side.
this one is...
If you look at the other side, you have the prompt.
oh, yeah, there's 2 sides to it.
Find a tree and hug it.
So, why we chose this is we wanted something physical, because also in the surveys and the feedback that we got, it was clear that they wanted to be able to do something that is not online, because we already been online all the time.
This is our website. For people that are not near the machine but still want to use it, they will randomly generate here.
So what do you want to do? Well, you want to discover the city. You want to know where you're going to be studying for the next 3 years. Maybe you're going to be living here. You might come by this building. This is Ramstraat 29, also the name of our group. This is one of the first international student housing buildings where they went out for drinks and had fun together. Well, you might be thinking, well, how are you going to meet people like this? Well, a very important aspect of this app is that you can trade information with other groups.
We implemented the fun aspect with a competition to give the participants, the first year students, more incentive to actually do their best. So this was our prototype, how it works, but it was a whole process of 9 weeks.
Well, in the first phase, we really wanted to take away that social barrier between international students and Dutch students. We came to the conclusion that the Dutch people are not that open to interact with international people because they have their own hometown friend groups. In the second phase, we already came up with the scenario of a web app, but the main focus was informing international students. We've had the street interviews mainly to get to know the hidden gems in the city, but after the street interviews we came to the conclusion that the international students are actually quite content with their current situation because they're well taken care of by the university college.
Through the weeks we've kind of lost our main goal of engage people and creating social interactions. So in phase 3 we came back and we created it together. It's a combination of historical aspects and really focus on creating social interactions through a gamified approach by the tour across the city of Utrecht.
Welcome everyone. Before this project I didn't know anything about the richest history of Utrecht. And that's weird because I live 22 years already in Utrecht. And when I'm on holiday I like to visit churches because they're beautiful, but in Utrecht I have never done that and I can't imagine why. So we want to teach people about the religious history of Utrecht through a gamification walking tour.
So we worked with design cycles to make our project. We used 5 design cycles, you can see them here. And then the last one isn't really a design cycle, but it's just future recommendations. To design this we used wireframes. We decided to create a color palette based on a picture of Willy Broert, a stained glass picture.
I want you to join on this experience. So if you want to, you can pick up your phone. You don't have to because I will also show it on the screen. But if you want to, you can pick up your phone, you can scan this QR code. We have a box with information and we've done a lot to enhance the user experience and the interface. We have a lot of symbols. So you don't have to read everything, you can just look at the symbol and you understand what it says. And the yellow text is instructions for you. This is after evaluation we did with the UU students. So Nina actually told us you have to separate the text, Hannah, they don't know what they should read or not. So this was really valuable to figure out what the English army stored in the church. You have to solve the rebus on the screen. Now you get 6 pictures and you have to look around inside the church, figuring out which one was not taken inside the church.
We're all very proud of what you showed here today. What was the most memorable moment for each of you?
I think for me it was the first seminar where we had to walk for 1.5 hours and just take a lot of pictures of walls.
For me it was the moment when I finished up the more functional part of the machine, because that was one of my learning goals, as well as just satisfying in general that you see and press the button and it actually falls out.
For me it was talking to Tirza from Wellbeing Week and hearing her positivity about the ideas that we had.
For me it was the several workshops we had, like the research question and the design workshop and the programming workshop that could be easily applied to the course.
I like checking in with the other peers to really get a sense of their world of studying and feel universal in our experiences.
That deserves one more big round of applause for all of the beautiful presentations.